Much of the cultural baggage surrounding the word Kundalini comes from 1960s counterculture. We associate it with New Age aesthetics, glowing spiritual metaphors, and the image of a magic serpent sleeping at the base of the spine. Ancient tantric texts and modern neurophysiology describe a different reality. This is a tangible, biological mechanism involving the central nervous system and targeted electrical impulses. Strip away the poetic mysticism to reveal an anatomical blueprint. It points to a built-in physiological upgrade for the human nervous system. The standard human central nervous system operates on a low-voltage current. This baseline energy is sufficient for survival, processing sensory input, and daily logic, but it leaves vast areas of the brain dormant. Deep within the base of the spine lies a high-voltage reservoir containing our untapped evolutionary potential. Historical geniuses often experience sudden, massive leaps in intuition that bypass normal logic. In yogic psychophysiology, these flashes of creativity occur when the brain spontaneously activates these silent, high-energy areas. Records from ancient seers and historical scientists both identify this hidden potential inside the human structure. They describe a transition from standard reasoning to a state of total, intuitive clarity. This suggests the human brain is not a finished evolutionary product. It is an organ waiting for a massive hardware upgrade triggered from the spine. The Kundalini system relies on 3 physical nodes: a spinal base generator, a spinal column pathway, and a brain receiver. Usually, biological energy bleeds out through the senses, keeping the generator's power dissipated. Meditation stops this outward flow, concentrating energy at the spine's base. As the physical pressure builds at the pelvic floor, it hits a critical trigger point, and the dormant system ignites. This deliberate redirection of physical energy acts as the catalyst for the body's internal metamorphosis. The serpent power describes the excitation of cerebral spinal fluid, the liquid housed within the spinal cord. Once charged, this fluid carries high-voltage electrical impulses upward through the spinal column. This current hits the reticular formation at the lower end of the brainstem, the master control center for sleep, arousal, and attention. Shaking this area with high-voltage energy shocks the brain into a state of hyperarousal. This electrical surge stimulates the pineal and pituitary glands, flooding the brain with new biochemicals and endorphins. This chemical flood activates previously silent areas of the cerebral cortex. This sequence establishes a literal, chemical, and electrical rewiring of the brain's physical circuitry. The ultimate target of this energy is the synchronization of the brain's 2 hemispheres through the corpus callosum. Medical science has charted the effects of shifting the connection between these hemispheres. Nobel Prize-winning research proved that altering this communication dictates how we perceive and process our environment. Synchronization stops the cycle of dualistic, conflicting thoughts. A unified, single-pointed awareness takes its place. Biologically, this state means both hemispheres are operating simultaneously, creating a permanent capacity for genius-level intuition and emotional control. This radical shift occurs when the body's internal hardware executes a programmed upgrade. As the biological process completes, the individual undergoes a total metamorphosis of personality, leaving their old conditioning completely behind. Ancient seers mapped this biological transition thousands of years ago, recording the physiological signs of an upgraded brain. Individual practitioners lived in this state, proving the physical capacity of the human body to sustain this high-voltage consciousness. The human race has not finished evolving. The machinery for the next stage of our evolution is physically waiting inside your own spine.